Good morning, good morning, good morning. Just Big Mark coming in your face with the real. Gotta keep this thing pumping and jumping. Yo, I got some calls. Jeremy, Marie, you guys be encouraging me every time you tell me you're watching these videos. Thank you for giving me the shout out. Um, this thing is real. And it don't stop and it won't stop. I picked up the mantle to make the church a safer place for women and children and even adults. Because in our black community, specifically, our women and our children are unprotected. This is why I have a call to fatherhood, because pedophilia will be way down if fatherhood was way up. There's nobody to fight for our women and children. They don't need babies' daddies. They need fathers. They need strong support. These women are getting tired of taking care of these kids by themselves. They're getting tired of fighting without a man by their side. I'm fighting, and I'm getting sick to see these men run like they scared. Don't you care about our women and children? Don't you care? They are unprotected. They are vulnerable. They are alone. And we as men need to step up. Our nation is in shambles. We have enemies that are literally destroying our nation, but we can't even fight for our nation as a people because we got enemies within we got to deal with. We got men who are sold out. They got their degrees, they got their paper, and they ain't looking back. They ain't looking back at the hood. And we don't have a community. Our community is the hood. And that ain't good. I remember I used to gang bang. Only because I had to. Left home when I was 14 years old. The streets was my father. You know who my mentors were? Penitentiary heroes, thieves, hustlers, murderers. These were my mentors. These are the ones that were giving me guidance. These are the ones that put a gun in my hand at 14 years old when I did my first armed robbery. I didn't quit because I wanted to. I didn't grow up and leave one day and say, I want to be a Crip. I was chosen. You don't join a gang. You don't grow up to join a gang. I was chosen. When the lights went out, I got up. When the lights went out, you had to go home. Mentorless. So we had to form gangs. We had to form support systems for protection, for security, for provisions. The streets aren't good enough. All around the world, the same song. You got women and grandparents raising these kids, and then you send them off to church with no pops, with these preachers just there waiting on them. Waiting on you women and waiting on your children. And they burning the candles at both ends. They getting them both. And I'm having a hard time. Forget the pastor, just men standing up. Don't you know if we had more fathers in the home, gang banging would shoot down? It won't stop. It don't stop. But it would spiral down. Don't you know if we had more men stepping up to the plate, this pedophilia would be so far more less, because pedophiles like to recruit, for the most part, fatherless families. And it's your papa's weak. Oh, they'll get you too. Gangbangers, more young men are susceptible to being recruited by a gang that don't have a father because they looking for a big brother. They looking for backup. They looking where they can count on somebody. Easy recruit. Runaways like me. Easy recruit. We are mentorless. And these preachers, they're menaces, not mentors for the most part. They line in the church's pocket while your pocket's full of lint. I'm crying out this morning. These women are crying out. Our sisters are crying out. We're not protecting our nation, man. One queen just said earlier, we are children of the sun. We are the strongest warriors that ever hit this planet. And I'm out here fighting. And I'm going to fight for our women. I'm going to fight for our children. I'm going to fight till I die. I'm ready to do whatever. I don't care if it's to hold my arms up or pick up arms. It don't matter. We have to get ready to defend our nation, ready to defend our women and our children. If y'all punk asses don't want to jump in this thing, that's all right. That's all right. Stay silent. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going because it's in me. I can't stop. It don't stop. It won't stop. I want to thank you for the slew of encouragement that been coming in. Jeremy. Sister Jocelyn. I got a new subscriber the other day. I forget the young man's name. Thank you, too. It's encouraging when I get these calls. Yo, Mark, you're shaking up the free world, man. Keep it going, keep it going. I'm going to keep it going. I'm going to keep it going. But I'm just appealing to the men, especially you black men. Our neighborhoods are war zones. Our women are being ravished. Our children are being misrepresented. And the only people that can adequately represent our nation are our fathers. Come on, y'all. It's a sad state. When you walk across America, you see a project in every city. And in those projects, you got a liquor store on every corner with a church in between. Church is in the community, but not for the community. Men, it's a call to arms. Let's pick up. Let's pick up. I know we short on hands, we short on warriors. Because of mass incarceration, some of our greatest warriors are in chains. That's why they put Sansom in chains. If you're not running across a football field, or if you're not acting and making people laugh, you're not going to just be no warrior walking the street. They're going to put you in chains. Unless you were playing basketball and entertaining, you're not needed. You're needed by your nation. You're needed by your women and children. You're needed. Got our children wanting to be rappers and basketball players. That's not no man. Come on, y'all. Let's get this thing done. Aren't you tired of seeing your women getting taken down through there? Aren't you tired of seeing your children get tossed up like salad? Feminization of our men. Every time they go to Hollywood, they're throwing dresses on them, throwing skirts on them, and we laugh while we diminish masculinity in our men. It got so bad our men don't want to be men anymore. They want to be women. And it's got so bad our women want to be women, but they got to take the role of a man. Let's stop blaming the white man. Let's stop blaming other ethnic groups and let's start taking up the responsibility by first accepting it. I don't mean to preach this morning. I saw this very inspirational video my daughter posted, and it just got me hyped this morning. Let's do this, y'all. Men, where are you at? Soldiers, where are you at? Black Caucus on Capitol Hill? What is that? Are black senators on Capitol Hill? What are you doing? Nothing but lining your pockets. Fathers, it's time for us to stand up. Father, come on. Daddy, come on. All right, I'm out, man. Whew. Please remember, falling is a lot like flying till you hit the ground. So keep your head up. Peace.